afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon. Monday the 18th. It's noon. Late start. We were up really early this morning because one of our cats decided to, well, I don't even know. She went into labor last night, gave us 4 little kittens. She was the little burn cat that we had in here. I didn't even think there was a male cat in the area, but somehow, I don't know. She's not, well, obviously she's not fixed. She will be though. So we were up till 4 o'clock this morning, dealing with a young kitten, delivering 4 little kittens. So, got a late start today, got everybody fed. We've got some really nasty weather. Just got a severe thunderstorm warning, email and text from our county. So yeah, it's gonna turn bad. Today's not supposed to be terribly bad on rain, more tomorrow than it is today. But look at this. Clouds are moving pretty quick, and they're moving north. Yeah. So let me give you a little update here on the piglets. The 2 piggies are doing just fine. They are growing. Big pig. There they are. I weighed them. Yesterday. They both weighed 10.5 pounds. They're about 4 weeks old, maybe 5 weeks old. 4 or 5 weeks old. I think they're 5 weeks old now. Big pig. Hey, big pig. That's what they get milk replacer with some mash, some pig mash. There's the meat chickens and the 1 turkey. There's my 1 turkey. You can tell the difference between the turkey and the chickens because the body shape is differently. Yep, they're doing just fine too. I just got done feeding them. They're still on wild game feed. They're going to be going outside here pretty soon. I've got this here. It's going to be my chicken tractor. Turned out pretty good. I still have to put the wire on the front side here and then on the back side back there, but the top is done. Pretty tight. I got the sides done. Get this thing all put together. I'm going to reinforce it with some more, well, obviously some brackets and screws, but this is going to be a chicken tractor. I'm going to put a wheel back on both back corners here and just put a rope right here in the front so that way I can pick it up and drag. So this is going to be my chicken tractor for those meat birds. And then they're going to go out here somewhere. I'm going to put them, I don't know, I can move it around, hence the wheels. I'll probably put it over there by the pasture fence, just because I got the water source over there. My spigot's over that way, so I'm gonna probably put the chicken tractor over there, and then they can scratch the ground, eat the bugs and whatnot, you know. And then they can just pick at the ground, and then I can move it, and I can move it anywhere I want to, really. You know, it's, like I said, it's gonna be on wheels. There's little Dallas. Oh my goodness, he's eating the goat feed. Little Dallas. He's so stinking cute. Hey, cute baby. Mama still won't let me really get too close to him. There's Mama, there's Mama. They're pretty much in the same area with one another. Maria's doing beautiful. Maria, sorry, my big fat finger. When it happens when you zoom in, there's Maria. My mama goat that I was worried about. She's doing wonderful. Yep, they're doing good. And then I've got my other birds in here. Now, I don't know if you guys remember when one day I had one video, it was like I acted too soon. There's my other birdies. Let me put some lights on here so you don't just see red. I don't know if that helps. My turkeys. There's my turkey. That's a turkey. And then that is a broad-breasted bronze turkey. And then the 3 frizzles
There's a frizzle, 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 Polish. And that one, that little black one right there, we hatched here on the farm. So that one came from one of our eggs in the coop. I moved one of my hens out of the way, and lo and behold, there was a little chick. So we did. We hatched one here on the farm, which I was super excited about. My turkeys, these guys are so friendly. Oh my goodness, look at them. Come here, turkey. My wife named them like Abbott and Costello or something. Hi, babies. Look at this. Look at this. Say hello to everybody. Say hello, everybody. Yeah, I think they're both Toms. Hi, turkey. They're so cute. They're so friendly. Come here, babies. Let me get the other one over here. Come here. Come here. Yes, come here. Oh, my goodness. Yes, hello. Oh, hold on. Fix your wings. Say hello, everyone. Broad-breasted. They're broad-breasted bronze turkeys. BB. Beautiful, though. Look at that. Okay, go on down. Go see your brother. They're so friendly. So friendly. So we'll probably end up keeping these turkeys here on the farm. We're going to process the broad-breasted white turkey that's in with the meat chickens. These two Toms here will probably just hang out here at the farm and stay here. Let me leave them be. Come on, Trixie, out. I know me and the wife have talked about what we want to do is maybe get a hen, and then we can just make our own turkeys here with the Toms. So this is going to be my chicken tractor. And then I have over here is I have a small coop that I got to put together still. And then that is another cage, which that's going to be my duck enclosure. It is double the size of this one. I want to say it's 10 by 13 and a half foot long. And that's going to go on the back side of the chicken run. And then I will put a pool, like I have Wally's pool right there. I'll put a pool inside specifically just for the ducks. So that one in there in that box, that's going to be my duck enclosure. And then that's going to go out here on the back side. Walk back here at the back of the coop. That's going to go back here. I got to weed eat and mow. Grass is getting long. So it's going to go back here. It's going to go across here and then back this way. It'll probably end up right where that pole is out here. That's about, so that right there, that length is 20 feet. So I'm going to say it's probably right here, about 13. And it's going to come out 10 over, and it's going to sit right here. I'm going to put a pool in here. And that's going to be specifically just for the ducks. Now, I've got the 5 ducks. I've got my 1 drake, which you all know my drake. Where's he at? Is he already out and about? Oh, he's probably in the coop. I don't see him here. Yeah, he's not in here. He's probably inside the coop in there. Let's go look. I got 2 brooding hens sitting on eggs. Honestly, I don't know if they're fertilized or not. I'm going to assume they are. But, oh, there they go. There are my ducks. So these are my females. I believe that's a female and a female. And the little frizzle still doing good. Oh, Mama got up off her eggs. So she's been sitting on these eggs. And I'm just going to let her sit on these eggs because I'm going to let them hatch them naturally. There's my angry bird. She doesn't like me touching her. Hey, you're okay. You're okay. I'm trying to come out here and touch her. And yes, Mama, you're fine. See how she puffs up, though? She gets angry because she thinks I'm going to steal her eggs. But I'm not going to steal your eggs, baby girl. No, you can sit there on your eggs. And she's sitting on quite a few of them. She's sitting on a bunch. So I just let her sit on the eggs. No, you just sit down on your eggs. You're fine. Yes, you're fine. And in my Americana was just sitting on this one, but she got up to go eat. And I want to say that those are both females. Tail feathers have not curled up yet. I hope they do not, because I don't need another drake. I'd like to have just the 1 drake. So we spent yesterday, the greater part of yesterday, and we scraped out this coop, got it all cleaned up. Put a little bit of lime on the ground, cultivated it in. That helps with mites and lice and chickens. There she comes. Come on, Mama. Come sit in your eggs. There's my Americana. She's a good girl. Go on. Your eggs are still sitting up there, sweetie. She's the babysitter because she didn't lay those eggs. She lays kind of a, it's kind of a really pale green colored egg. And she'll go back in there and she'll sit on her eggs as soon as I get away from it. Go on, big girl. Did you get some breakfast? She's the babysitter, though. She didn't lay those eggs, but she's my brooding hen, and she sits on them. So when the main hen leaves, she comes over and she sits on them. But I've noticed that she sits on them more than the actual hen that actually laid those, my Wyandotte, who laid those 2 tan eggs. The brown egg is from my French Copper Marron. And the tan eggs come from my Wyandottes. And then she normally lays, now since she's been sitting on eggs, she won't lay an egg. She lays kind of a bluish green colored egg. It's a very light, pale, I don't know, green egg. So those are the 3 colors I normally get here on the farm. But since I've got chickens sitting on eggs, my chickens are not laying. So I know my Wyandotte, she's a red lace black Wyandotte. She's sitting on, I think, about 4, maybe 5 eggs. Chigger, my beautiful rooster, missing all of his tail feathers. That was compliments of the guinea, ripped off all of his tail feathers. Duck. See, now you see him? That's my Drake. See his tail feathers curled? His tail feathers are curled up. That's a boy. I believe these are my 3 hens, and that's a boy. So she'll go back up there and she'll sit on her eggs. There's another one of my roosters. He's a red lace black Wyandotte. Or black lace red Wyandotte. Maybe it's a black lace red. There's another Wyandotte. He's a little bit of a booger, though. He's a booger. My other duck. It's a blue Swedish. She's doing good. She gives me an egg about every 4 days. My other 3 hens, those 3 there, are too young to lay eggs yet. But my Drake keeps wanting to breed with them, which is telling me that they're all 3 females. So I've got 4 females and 1 Drake. Perfect combination. So the 5 of them are going to go into their enclosure. And then I have an incubator in the house, and I want to see if I can hatch my own ducks here on the farm. So she went back up there and she sat back up on the eggs. And she'll sit there all day long. She's had water, she's had food, and then she'll sit there all day long. I put some food in here on the ground for those 2 brooding hens. But you can see how my Drake, the feathers curl up on the tail. That's a Drake trait. And their tail feather curls. Now my other ones don't have that yet. Now they should have already started curling. Maybe that one. No, it's still straight. I think they're all hens. So, I don't know. Alright, come on. I'm gonna go out. Come on. Zilla. Godzilla. He's a big, beautiful bird. Frizzle, where are you going? I don't want Frizzle running around here because Trixie will decide to play with it. Come on, Frizzle. Come on, Frizzle. Go back in the coop. Come on, Missy. Come on, Missy. So the box, the chicken coop box that I have, that one is going to be for the frizzles. Because we want to breed frizzles. Only go on, girl. Go back in there. Go on. Shh. Because it's so hard to find frizzles. Not a lot of people have frizzles. They're very, very, very hard to find. Our plants, we did a lot of gardening this last week. Let me close this door. That's a butterfly bush. And I got a rosemary over here. A bunch of flowers all across here. And then that is a apple mint, which something ate it. Now it's slowly growing back. That's a form of lamb's ear. And then that's a form of lamb's ear for ground coverage. Now apparently these are supposed to spread, but I want to get another one and put one there. I want to put another one right here. And you know what, I just want to put them in here so it covers this whole thing with these silvery green leaves. And their leaves are super soft. It's literally like rubbing on a lamb's ear. But we got some marigolds. We got some oh, what do you call those? Lavenders. Whole bunch of different forms of lavender. There's lavender there. Some daisies, some lavenders. They help with bugs. So, but yeah, it's a dreary day today. But anywho, I just want to give you guys a little update on what's going on around here. I got 5 eggs inside the incubator inside the house, and it's a 21 day, so they've been in there for about a week and a half. So we still got a couple weeks left before they start hatching. So I'm gonna close the shop up. Again, we've got the storm coming through here, and I got some things I gotta do inside the house. Get those off. The piggies are doing good. The birds are doing good. Again, I still got to put together that coop there. It's a red coop with a run. It's really tiny. It's very small. But with the 4 frizzles that I have, the 3 that's inside that little enclosure, and my 1 red frizzle that's in there that you just saw me kicking back inside the coop. Not kick literally, but they're going to go into that chicken coop there, and we hope we have at least a rooster, a frizzle rooster, so that way we can make our own, we can start hatching our own frizzles. Again, frizzles are extremely rare and hard to find. They're not expensive, not like the iams. Chigger is a very expensive chicken. Our local hatchery sells iam, spelled with not an I but an A-Y-A-M, iam, Sermani chicks, day-old chicks. I think right now they're about $50 a piece for the chicks. Chigger, where are you? There he is. There's Chigger right there. The chicks, they sell the chicks for $50 a piece right now for day old. So very expensive. They're very hard chickens to keep alive from chicks from day one. We started off with 4 of them, and yes, be proud. And he's the only one that survived out of all of them. The temperature has to be just right. The environment has to be just right. They're a very hard chicken to keep alive. But I know he's breeding. Well, at least he's been trying to breed. That's a zombie rooster right there. When we process our meat chickens, he's going to be one that's going to be processed, because as it is right now, I've got 5 adult roosters. He will stay. He will stay. He's my black lace red Wyandotte. He will stay. Chigger will stay just because he's just kind of like my buddy. And I've got another one, another red lace black Wyandotte like him. His brother, who's out here somewhere, grazing, doing something. I don't know where he's at. He's around here somewhere. So I will keep those 3 roosters. My 2 zombie roosters will be processed. They make good for dog feed. So they will be, oh boy. I will process those with the love and meat chickens. Where you going, girl? Where you going? Come on. My blackberry bush that I dug up from outside the road. It's hanging in there. It's doing good. There's the one that we bought. It's really starting to spread and grow, so it's doing good. You know, I've got little flowers on this. You know, it's drying up a little bit, but I mean, man, I hope it lives. I mean, it went into shock. Again, I dug this wild blackberry up from out there off the road. Actually, it was off that side of the road. Just because I want this to grow up, and I want this to fill up this whole space here with blackberries and come down and mix in with this one, like I explained in one of my other videos, to mix them, because those blackberries are a little tart. These ones here are super sweet. So if I can get these two to blend together, then maybe we can make the perfect berry, in theory, hopefully. But for right now, I've got chicken wire around these, just in case the goats get out, so the chickens don't mess with it. Victor hasn't gotten out of the pasture in quite some time. When I was cleaning out the garden, taking clumps of dirt and rock, I was filling up the bucket, and I did 4 bucket loads in the tractor, and I went and I dumped it over there where he was getting out. And so I blocked off his space so he can't get out of the pasture now. At least he hasn't yet. Look at those two, just hanging out in the enclosure. They know there's a storm coming. They're not stupid. Victor and No-No's inside. They're in a little enclosure. I would like to get a solid enclosure, a wooden structure, maybe one of those tough sheds, and put that out there and use that cage for something else. But for right now, it works for these guys. They all of them will fit inside there. Little Millie out there jumping around. See a cute little baby goat. Little Dally. And in the garden over here, and the wife and I did some gardening last weekend. Planted some seeds, some plants, and so far so good. So far they're doing well. I got tomatoes in here. I've got onions, spring onions, sunflowers, cauliflower, broccoli, celery, strawberries. These are strawberries here. I forget what that is. That's potatoes. Those are potatoes. And then over here, I got 2 rows here. There's a row here and a row there. That's corn. And then we've got zucchinis, and we got pickling cucumbers on the back. Got some peas. My row of peppers, that's all right there. That's a whole row of just peppers right across there. Jalapenos, Anaheims. We got watermelon in here. We got cantaloupe in here. Radishes. Again, well, you see all the papers. Those were seeds that we planted. I'm waiting for them to sprout. It takes about 14 to 21 days for germination. But yeah, the plants, you can see those all came from an Amish farm. All the plants. So they're doing a lot better than what we used to buy. We used to buy the ones from like the home improvement stores, or the Walmart, and they always seem to dry up and die. So yeah, but they're doing well. Let's go on the back side here and look. Look how beautiful it is out here. My goodness, I gotta mow as soon as this rainstorm goes away. My tomatoes. These are tomatoes. Let me get over here better. These are tomatoes. Those are tomatoes. And then these here is all tomatoes. It goes all the way tomatoes all the way to here. That is a basil, I believe. I want to say that's basil. Possibly. Then we've got eggplant. Yeah, we got a lot of varieties here inside the garden. We planted some marigolds in here. We did some research and found out that marigolds are good to help keep the bugs away. These are all pickling cucumbers all along here. And then we go to peas. So the peas aren't really doing so hot. I really want them to start growing. I didn't have success in the peas last year. I'm not very hopeful that I'm going to have success with the peas this year. But, you know, I don't know. We did a lot with the ground. We condition the ground. We put some lime on the ground because our soil is lime deficient. And so we cultivated in a lot of steer manure and topsoil with the dirt. So yeah, we're hoping that something really starts sprouting. I'm hopeful for the corn too. That'd be cool. So I did the corn in this direction here because they're going to grow up tall. They're going to grow probably about 7 foot tall, 8 foot tall stalks. And because of shade, because most of my plants here require full or partial sun. So we've got west and east, so the sun's going to go over us. And that's why I did it this way, so that way when the sun comes across, we've got all this sun all the way from morning to night. Well, actually, from morning to night. Rises in the west, sets in the east. But yeah, the garden's doing well. Temporarily put up the fencing right here until I can redo all this. I know I got to stake them out. I got to put more T-posts in here. After doing all this, my back was just killing me. Oh my gosh. I was hurting for days. Down my bed, on my hands and knees, picking up rocks and clumps of dirt and filling in the bucket. And then I was dumping it, if you can see it. See if I can get you over. I dumped it right there. You see that mound? So that is where I dumped all the dirt in here, and I blocked off that exit point that Victor was getting out from. But yeah, there's the garden. And in my enclosure here, which hasn't really been used much, this is where I'm going to be putting, probably the boys will go in here. I got to put a top cover, a shade cover over here, but I think the boys are going to go into here. My bucks, I'm going to put them in this little enclosure. This is fine. I got to keep them away from the girls. Introduce either that, or I use this one here for my breeding pen, to where when I decide to breed Victor with Maria again, or No-Nos with Autumn or Queenie, we'll put them in here, and we'll have an idea of when they've been bred. My girls are not allowing them to be bred right now, so they because I sold the triplet boys, so they are at a new home. Yeah, my little triplet babies, they went to Alabama. Sorry. So they're she's not really ready to breed yet. Maria's not really ready to breed because she's still got milk in her bag. She's gonna be getting close to start wanting to breed. Queenie's almost at that age. You can see Queenie. Focus. Queenie's back there. Queenie and Maria, Autumn and Millie, and of course Millie's just a baby. But anyhow, just want to give you a little update of what's going on. I know I got to come out here and I need to mow again. I just mowed not that long ago, but I need to mow again. And yeah, as soon as the weather turns right, I'm going to get back out here with the mower and get out here and get this mowed down, get it ready for the little baby shower party we got coming on in about 2 weeks. So I'm going to get a good mowing down. I got to get it done before it gets too big, because then I'll have to get a brush hog over here and get it down. But yeah, things are progress. That's all it is progress. So, all right, y'all. Well, I'm going to wrap this up. If you haven't yet already, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. Ding, 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 ding. Hit that thumbs up. Maybe share my video to someone who you think might be interested in seeing what I do. Please like my videos. It shows YouTube that you all like what you're seeing. And if you don't like what you're seeing, just please throw a like up there anyways. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, we're making things happen. I'm going to come back. I'm going to go back out here in the 4 more trees back here. I felled two trees in there for the goats. They love the oak leaves. 2 of my thinner trees, I cut those things down. I gotta do some service on my chainsaw so I can get some more trees thinned out over in this area here. It's a lot of clumps of trees in there, a lot of thin oak trees. That's all oak trees. But the oak leaves are great for the goats, for their stomach. And but yeah, if you can, you know, share my video, give it a thumbs up, you know, comment if you can. What do you think about my little hobby farm slash homestead? So anywho, y'all, I'm gonna wrap this one up, and I'm gonna catch you guys up on the next video. But hey, you know what, be safe out there, everybody. It's a crazy world, man. Things are getting expensive, or things are expensive. You know, temperatures are flaring right now. You know, just be good to one another. You know, it will pass. It will pass. You know, we'll get back to decent living here soon, I hope. But anyways, yeah, take care, everybody. And as always, everyone, happy hunting, y'all. Till next time, I'm Todd. This is Todd Hollow Homestead, and we'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye now.